As for matters on the field, Chris Berman has the World Series 2-minute drill edition.
One of our favorite schwams of the year, the World Series road schwam in one of my favorite places, Shea Stadium. And what a week in New York. Mets, Yanks, World Series, the Jets the other night. So many great scenes here. Hey, I'm a Connecticut kid. You're not going to see Mookie's ground ball to Bill Buckner. You will hear the planes, but can you never forget those moments of '69 for the Mets? Tommy Agee's catches in Game 3, Ron Swoboda's play in Game 4, the pitching, most notably of Jerry Koosman. He won twice as the '69 Miracle Mets beat the Orioles to win their first World Series. The Mets' first manager, Casey Stengel, once predicted about his lovable charges, man will land on the moon before the Mets ever win a World Series. Well, old Case was right. They landed on the moon in the summer of '69. The Mets won their World Championship in October of '69. But Shea Stadium did house a championship team before man landed on the moon. That would be the '68 Jets. An elder Met, but at that time a young boy grown up in Staten Island, John Franco, sure remembers.
The players back then, they get nice and dirty. I mean, you know, Joe Namath and Jerry Philbin, John Elliott, Emerson Boozer, Matt Snell, George Sauer. I mean, I remember most of them guys.
It was a great time to be a Jet fan and an AFL fan because we were rebels with a cause. And who better to beat James Dean than Joe Namath? White shoes, long hair, fur coats, books. Like, you can't wait till tomorrow because I get better looking every day. But he backed it up with his quick release, the 4,000 yards, the hard yet soft passes to Don Maynard and George Sauer and Pete Lamons, and the running of Matt Snell and Emerson Boozer, Jim Turner, the kicker, and the legendary coach Weeb Eubank.
Me and my brother, my dad, we used to sit in the green seats or the blue seats. It'd be windy and cold here. I remember Jim Turner kicking into the wind. It was a great place to watch a football game.
Shea Stadium was the home of the Jets for 2 decades, from '64 to '83. Now, I can't believe I still have a 1964 program. There's Larry Grantham. Cost 50 cents. Pretty good deal. Grantham was a linebacker in the Super Bowl. Wahoo McDaniel, one of our favorites, linebacker, wasn't around for the '68 team. One end zone was pretty much in dead center field where the Bob Cleveland Orchestra used to play. The other end zone was between the pitcher's mound and home plate. And who can forget that funny little jet that used to, quote, fly up and down the sidelines? I guess it was pretty foolish as I look back on it, but to a little kid at the time, it seemed like a Boeing 707. In 1964, I was 9, my brother Andy was 7, and my dad decided, I want to get season tickets so my sons can see professional football. And so we got them in the upper deck here at Shea Stadium. Now, I haven't been there since the Jets played their final game here in December of 1983. I got to go back. Section 20 in the upper deck. I remember it like it was yesterday. And there they are, the seats. Box 776B, here it is. Dad!
Chris!
What are you doing here?
How are you? I'm surprised what I'm doing here. I'm waiting for football.
We've been waiting for 17 years. Looks pretty good up here.
It looks very nice.
You look
Still
great.
the time airplanes go by, too.
You noticed that, huh?
Yeah.
These seats were a little bigger back when we were kids, but
Right.
then again, that's my problem. How many games do you think we came to over the years?
Maybe
family?
100 of them?
Yeah. Namath, all the guys, 100 games. Biggest game we ever went to was the '68 AFL Championship game. They played the Raiders. What do you remember about that day?
I remember it was very cold and very windy.
Cold, windy. It was a typical Shea Stadium day in the upper deck. And down 23-20 about 6 minutes ago, the bomb, Namath to Maynard to the 6. And then I think Maynard was his 4th intended receiver on the touchdown pass. The Jets led 27-23, but here came the Raiders. Then what happened?
The Raiders tried a lateral pass backwards, and Ralph Baker recognized it, fell on the ball, and that was the end of the game.
Number 51, he thought it was a touchdown. He couldn't advance it, but it was Jets' ball, and they won it 27-23. The rest was history. On to the Super Bowl.
That's exactly true.
How about the Jets Monday night, huh?
They look pretty good.
Whoa. The greatest push in Swami history, thanks to the Jets. Favored by 3, down 30-7. They win by 3 in overtime, 40-37. So 3-1-1 thanks to the Jets, 17-19 now on the season. Want to make a pick, Dad? The Jets are at the Bills. What do you think?
I think it'd be the Jets with the momentum they had from Monday night, say 24-20.
Well, all right, you're on the Jets. You know, I'm going to be like a typical Jet fan from back in the 60s. Anything but the Giants. Eagles win at the Meadowlands over the Giants 20-19. Is Jacksonville not bad? No, they win at Dallas 20-17. Pittsburgh at Baltimore, 5-2 Steelers. How much do you think that Joe Namath and the Jets influenced me as you look back all these years?
I think that's why you're where you are today, Chris.
You think?
Absolutely, sure.
Thanks for being Dad, and thanks for giving me the passion for football and to do what I do.
Okay.
We'd like to thank the Berman family for that. Hey, coming up, poll results. Where do the Yankees rate all time? We'll let you know. We'll let you know what you thought, actually. Hang with us.